Need more bullets this coming up Saturday than you did last Saturday.
I tell you what, this has got some weapons now. I mean, South Carolina has some weapons, and they're playing really well right now. So, yeah, we're going to need we're going to need a full gun, and we're going to need all hands on deck. Yeah.
You guys did a good job both times last year against Arkansas stopping Lattimore, containing him. I mean, was there something, one key thing to doing that? Or?
We came off blocks and we tackled him. Because he's an awfully talented back. He's gotten better since last year as well. And we have a lot of respect for him, and it's going to be a great challenge, and one that we're looking forward to.
How challenging? They can do other stuff. They got Alshon and all that.
Oh yeah,
and
I remember him. What did he do? He caught 23 balls against us the first time we played him or something? I remember. Yeah, I know exactly who he is.
Yeah, but if that's not clicking, that they can put it to Lattimore over and over and over and over again and doing it. How challenging is that physically to have to?
Well, once again, if you can't stop the run against South Carolina, you're not going to win, because they're going to pound him as long as it's working. They're going to keep pounding until you stop him, and so we know that we're going to have to do some things to try and get that done. And at the same time, when you overload that, then it opens up other things, because there's strengths and weaknesses at every call that you make. And to be able to press the buttons at the right time and to be able to execute, to be able to stop what you need to stop within that call, and then not get exploited, not let the weakness of the defense get exploited.
Mark is, getting the ball 33 times and this and that. I mean, hands down, so when I first saw him play, you could kind of tell that it was a difference between him and everybody else. So, very rarely you see that. It's very rarely you see that in basketball.
I mean, he's going to be your nemesis this weekend. You have to kind of convince yourself to hate him for that 5 hours or whatever.
Well, that's how I look at Marcus. I look at Marcus as like you're going like a relative. That's how I look at Marcus. So, we've been knowing each other and this and that, talk from time to time, once every blue moon. But the deal is, it's like when you go out at a relative, it's you kind of put your mind into hate. If I go up with my brother right now, if he walk in this room, we had to compete right now. It don't mean I hate him. I'm gonna try to take his head off, but at the same time, I don't hate him. I love for him. It's just a competitive matchup.
But do you think you'd be more aggressive if you did hate him for that 4 hours?
I guess if you was, I just think when you come at a relative or anything, you don't need hate in it. You're just competitive. You got so much pride that I'm gonna get it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Jeffrey, is these next 4 weeks coming up? Is this kind of? I mean, if this is going to be a really good season, it's got to start happening.
Right.
How do you feel just looking to those games? Do you think you're in good position?
I trust the coaching staff and the players. I trust, I got full trust in them, and it's gonna separate the men from the boys. And hopefully, I don't have no boys fighting next to me. Because it's gonna be a tough week in October. So, I got a lot of guys. That's why they come to Auburn. For this long stretch we got. I don't think nobody's gonna shy away from the challenge.
Does it concern? If they will make you play tight end or let you play tight end, at least they could throw you the ball.
Well, that had been my hope, but and I even, went out early in practice and tried to catch a couple in front of Coach Malzahn to show him that I could. But my role is to block for the offensive line, and if I can do that at tight end, then I'll continue to do that.
Is it fun just to be able to play?
It is. It's nice, and I tell you, one of my favorite parts of last week was learning all of the signals, and because the offensive linemen, we really don't need it. Most of the quarterback just tells us. So, I felt really empowered standing there with Barrett Trotter on my right and Michael Dyer on my left as we're all looking to the sideline trying to get the call. But yeah, it's definitely exciting, and Coach says I look good in an eligible number, so.
Have you done anything like that in your football career?
I have not. The last time I touched the ball, I was a second grader playing fullback because I was the largest kid on the team. So, it's exciting and definitely, a change of pace. But, any way I can help this team, that's my job.